more points to get. Point number first is all of you are aware that that would be a telephonic conversation between two people, and those two people would discuss something related to what? Society, social discussion, maybe regarding telephonic conversation, maybe regarding booking room, etc., and the hotel, or maybe online shopping, etc. But this discussion would be based on telephonic conversation. Two people would discuss society related discussion, circumstances, environment, and they would discuss something regarding society. Now, society related vocabulary, society related words, society related information, kitchen related, grocery related, cooking related, and all such kind of words related to such conversation: society, kitchen related, hotel booking related, online shopping related. When such vocabulary you would have in your mental approach within your mind, and when you would have listened such kind of audios within your practice time period, this would help you to get the good score in this section first. Another thing is comparatively to section 1 to section 2, and then 3 and 4, the section 1 and 2 are considered to be the easiest parts, not only in listening, rather in all the modules: speaking, reading, listening, and writing. The section first and section 2 of listening. And if you consider that you are making even single 2 or 3 mistakes in part first or part 2 of listening, that will be discussed in tomorrow's lecture, like how to deal with it, like in a practical way, right? And also audio will be played in front of you. But meanwhile, if you face and if you made mistakes in the test which I have given to you, assigned to you before the class, if you made mistakes more than 2 in part first, not 3 or 4, then even 2, more than 2 or 2 mistakes, then you are supposed to rise up your level, to get 7 or 7 plus, this the highest in listening portion, right? Because section first of listening is considered to be the most easiest part of among all the modules. Section 2 having the same approach, that the most easiest part is compared to section 3, section 4. These two are also not difficult, but here synonymized techniques can be used. Synonymized techniques means that a British Council, the IELTS examiners are going to play this trick with students, that they would just give you like some kind of information like that, the pages, the question which would be given to you, which you would read so far. Those questions would contain different words. The audio, they would play it in front of you within your headphones, that would contain some other words. Now, other words and these words, when you would match those words, you would see that the meaning is similar. This is called synonymized technique, right? Synonym word may be used by IELTS examiner, and section 3 and 4 are the related, affiliated kind of words to any topic or to any title. But now I mentioned that section 4, section 2 is going to be very easy as compared to 3, 4. You are supposed to prepare yourself and to rise up your level this much to get 10 out of 10 easily in section first. 10 out of 10. Like if you want 7 in listening, right? 10 out of 10 in section first, otherwise 9 is also only okay, not okay, right? And 10 out of 10 or at least 9 out of 10, this much improvement is necessary, important if you want 7 plus, right? The highest band, the 7.5 or 7 plus, right? For such, you can say comparatively for those university which require you the highest band, which required from you the highest band, 7.5%. Now, section 4 10, section 2 10, and section 3, section 4, comparatively these two, where you, if let's suppose you got 6 or 7 and 7 each, right? 14 and this 10 10. Now 34 or 35, if you got such score, this can help you like 7.5, even till 7.5, 34, 35, 36, this can incline your score to 7.5, right? Easily, right? So you are supposed to keep, otherwise getting 10 or 9 score even in section 3 and 4, this is a tough job. You're supposed to go through all practice books, right? Like to some hard stages if you want to get full score in 3 or 4, right? This is actually observation from many students. I'm dealing like with many country students, and like in physical institute right now, I was 2 hours ago, I was with some trainers from British Council side. I was in meeting with them, and they were also taking some kind of test with the like real students, and those students were also, and then in the discussion it was also like the discussion was on the same topic, that how we can incline the students to the level that they should be able to achieve the highest band 7 or 7 plus, right? Now these things were discussed, that daily practice is important, daily practice. Now there were two students in among those, when they were done with the test, listening and reading, among those two students, the trainer, the head asked this, the one student, that you are progressing. The progressing is because of you are doing practice on daily basis. The other student was genius, is speaking, and the other, you can say, when I felt his level, but he didn't perform well because he was not taking it seriously, right? The thing is, at here I want to convey, just do practice on daily basis. If any module is much easiest for you, much easier for you, sorry, then you even then you are supposed to do daily practice on each of the module, right? Listening is concerned, if section 1 is easy, just do daily practice. Like now 4th section, now how the other student from Qatar, she asked me that, sir, I do practice on 5 or 7 tests of listening and 3 or 4 tests of the speaking module, and the other modules I have kept for some other months, from upcoming months, November and December, right? This is again totally unfair. Why unfair? Because the consistency which you would have developed in listening module, that would be again break up when you just move to the other modules, and then when you leave again the listening one, right? Just keep all the modules on consistency. This is actually, the discussion is very important regarding all the modules, and to keep you on the proper track, right? Like if you focus 100% 2 hours, if you give in your busy schedule to listening, and even 10 minutes you didn't give to speaking or writing, right? This is again totally unfair. Just give 20 minutes to listening, 20 to each module. Do section 1 today, do section 2 tomorrow, section 3 next day, section 4 the other day, right? This should be your proper schedule, proper timetable. Then you can boost easily. You take an interest. If you got bored of listening, you can move to writing. If you got bored of that, you can move to other, right? This is going to be done so far. Target in section 1, target in section 2, not less than 10, not less than 9. This should be your target to achieve easily 7 plus, right? This is going to be your target, your the achieving target, right? And section 1, believe me, no other section is going to be easiest than the section 1. If you listen it, if you've gone through 3 and 4 sections, and that the discussion would be also from tomorrow lecture, you would also enjoy that, inshallah, hopefully. But till now, if you have gone, or if you go through like 3 to 4 sections of related to section 1, 3 to 4 tests related to that would help you, and that is something like you are going to like you would observe that this section is the easiest one as compared to the other section. Yeah. Now, section 2, you know that there will be, now this is pattern, and pattern is clear to you, but again, repeating and revising that it should be in your mind, that such kind of information I am going to listen, and this information, that why this person is discussing because of, yes, Zoom user, you raised your hand. Please, you can ask your question. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now this information that is given to you, this is like why is providing to you is for the purpose that section 1st is going to contain what? Telephonic conversation, 2 people, your mind is ready for the format. 2 people will discuss what? Social discussion. Social discussion what? Social discussion vocabulary would be used. Social discussion related synonyms would be used. Social discussion can be based on kitchen discussion, something cooking discussion, something like manufacturing, producing and bakery, something like to book room in the hotel, something like anything that is happening in the society. Such kind of vocabulary words should be clearly understood to you, right? Now, these words you can get from the audios as well, from these Cambridge books, if you have in the soft form, or if you have in the hard copies, both are okay. But also you can get from these books, as well as you can get from some talk shows, even TED show, TED talk, etc., and even from the social conversation discussion type of lectures, videos, etc., right? But this daily vocabulary, social vocabulary is important for part 1st and part 2, like to help and to enhance your way of like getting their accent and pronunciation. All right, now in section 2, as monologue would be there. One person, mono means one person who discuss something related to you can say against society, but this one person would guide you on any topic, that this is the deficiency, or this is the growth, or this is the you can say that this thing should be done in this way, this thing should be done in this one person would actually talk one topic related to society, regarding social discussion, regarding circumstances, regarding your environment. In section first, 2 people, in section 2, 1 person, and that one person who deliver a speech, and the delivering of speech, you are again supposed to have command on again on society related vocabulary, and society related pronunciation words, the words which you understand and know regarding society. These words should be also, you can say, clearly understandable to you, like this person, our natives are going to pronounce these words in this way. Mostly in listening, you can also face the difficulty while getting the pronunciation, the exact pronunciation of few words, right? Especially in 3 or 4 section, that would be little bit tough as compared to first 2, right? Now this thing is also important to have vocabulary regarding social. Section 3, little bit challenging, because there will be little bit challenging because of only one thing, and that is going to be again very easy for you if you practice on few tests, right? The one thing is, like, there would be, and there may be 2, 3 or 4 people who discuss with each other. The discussion will be, you are aware that regarding society, education, regarding you can say academic purpose, the most important topic in this section 3 would be, the discussion would be like, and you can say like I mostly say that in speaking module, part second question would be 85% regarding your past time, and in writing part 2 essay question would be 85% regarding opinion essay, argumentative essay, whether your argument is on the agreement side or on the disagreement side. Now same goes for here in section 3. Section 3 of listening module would be most probably discuss something related to course, something related to field, something related to the university course or field, etc. That whatever new course or field has been you can say included in that university, right? The important discussion for section 3, they would most probably discuss a course or field, or any new term, invention, or you can say experiment or observation. These kind of information would be discussed in section 3. But the challenging task there, little bit challenging task it here is that 4 people may discuss with each other. And those 4 people, one would be most probably university lecturer, the other may be candidate, the other may be another candidate, and the another may be you can say the head of the department or any other senior person within the same year. Now you are supposed to acknowledge it here within these 4 people discussion and conversation, that who is talking right now. Part 1, A is talking, B is talking, the female is talking, the male is talking, the student is talking, the teacher is answering, right? This thing is also to be observed keenly, that now which person is talking right now, who is talking right now. Now this is very important again for 3, and this also required little bit practice from you, because another thing, when you listen your audio, especially in real exam, and you're supposed to prepare yourself from now, when you are going to practice even the audio which I sent to you in the documents group for your test. Same goes for here, same goes for real exam, because, and that's why I asked you all that to do your to write your answers on the similar answer sheet for listening, for reading, for speaking, for writing, right? And to just use the similar answer sheets for all the modules, for only one reason, that it should make you familiar with those answer sheets. It should make you comfortable while using the similar answer sheets over there in real British Council exam, right? Now, when you are listening any audio, I was discussing it, when you are listening any audio, you have just wear headphones like real exam. You should not move your head at the moment. You should not move your head, not look here or there or upstairs, up where, right? Just focus on your page. Focus 100% on the question. What question is asking me? The similar kind of information I can listen in this audio, in this very audio. Oh, this is the major word. This major word can be discussed in a synonymized technique. It can be discussed in the similar way, within the same meaning and the same pronunciation, etc. And this audio, right? Your mind should be ready for this, right? Now, this you can see it here. If you, especially in real exam, if you move your head, if you just look at here, there will be a kind of vibration created in your microphone and the headphones, right? And then the discussion would be a little bit distracted from you, right? So the thing is, like, to not move your head, just focus on your question and focus what you are supposed to answer. 8, here you are also supposed to identify who is speaking in section 3, as I discussed. Who is speaking, who is saying, who is speaking, who is saying what. The voices would be different, and from different voices, they all the voices are to be in audio, so you are supposed to also like analyze who is speaking right now, and there would be huge difference in all of the audios of these 3-4, and their discussion would be based on academic, medical reports, scientific research, course discussion, field discussion, any new teacher discussion, any class discussion related, but all the discussion, any university admission discussion, right? But the most important topic, course. Do you like this course? Do you prefer course or field, right? That these are important few, but overall the discussion would be based on education, academic. Your targeted here should be also 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, not less than 7, right? You can easily then get 7.5. Okay, next. Most difficult is section 4. Not again difficult. If I have written somewhere difficult or tough within any module, when you are going to different modules at here, then do not consider it like I cannot. You can do it. If someone else can get 8.5 or 8 even, you can also get. But the reason it here is, if I have written somewhere difficult or tougher, this only mean one thing, that you are supposed to do a little bit more practice on this section, little bit more work on this section. And if you pass yourself to hard stage while doing more work on this section, this thing is again going to be the easiest one, right? Section 4, you would enjoy it. Only one speaker would be there who will deliver an academic lecture. And now for these two topics, section 3 and 4, you should have academic kind of vocabulary. I have shared a lot of list of academic vocabulary. I was listing academic vocabulary, I was listing general vocabulary. Those vocabularies can help you in speaking, can help you in writing, can help you again in listening as well, like to learn different vocabulary and simple technique to get different vocabulary, especially for listening module, and also to use that in speaking or in writing as well, right? Vocabulary can also help you to use at the exact place, right? And now this thing is going to be done so far in one way, that when you read any passage, any paragraph, now when you got new word, that new word when you got or learn, and you search in the Google, while after searching, you are supposed to do one thing. That one thing should be, you can say, to search in the image section, of Google. When you learn new word, let's suppose that is brochures mean the magazine having image. Let's suppose that is catastrophe means the distraction. Let's suppose that is affluent means the elite class, the rich people, right? Now when you search any new word that is unknown to you before, and now you will learn that new word for the first time. When you just learn that new word, just go to the image section. After visualization of that very word, you would have 100% come on just remembering this word for the long-term memory, right? And like after visualization, after viewing the image of that very word, would help you to keep it for the long term in your memory. Okay, yes. At here, yes, most difficult is section 4. Discuss before appearing in the real exam. It is very important that you are comfortable with all parts of IELTS, right? Transferring, yeah, especially when transferring all the answers to answer sheet. Transferring all the answers to answer sheet within 10 minutes, right? 40 answers, 30 minutes when you are going through the listening section, right? 40 answers, 30 minutes, and 10 extra minutes would be given to you to transfer all the. Now, and this time I have discussed the last day as well. Again, I'm discussing when this, after 30 minutes, when you're transferring all the 40 answers to answer sheet, this should be done at here, even in the practice section, that you should be able to transfer all the answer within 8 minutes or 10 minutes, at least 8 minutes, 7 minutes, right? Or 10 minutes. Okay. Now, besides that, when you're transferring all the answer, and before you wrote all the answers on question booklet on the question sheet, while writing on the question sheet, you should not be careful, like you should not be worried, and you should not care a lot for like spelling mistakes, grammatical structure, present simple, participle, first form, second form, singular, plural, all these things avoid it critically. And like you should not be careful regarding the uh, preposition, articles, and all such thing in writing, right? Even two words answer, 3 words answer, right? Everything should be in this listening module. You should not be worry about that, right? When you are transferring all the answers to, like when you are writing on the question sheet, this is fine. The mistakes are okay. But while transferring all the answers to answer sheet, you should focus on spelling. You should focus on some grammatical structure as well, where to preposition should be used. That will be discussed in tomorrow. Like, but at here, you should not focus while writing in the question booklet. Do not focus and do not worry about the spelling and all such thing. Otherwise, you would late. You can see you would lake what the conversation, what they are discussing. Your concentration would be lost. Your concentration and focus would be lost from conversation, from the listening module, right? What people are discussing so far. Okay. Next is the recording would be played only once. The recording would be played only once for one time. That would be, yeah, this is clear to you. That will be played for one time, right? The most important thing is to be familiar with their accent, with their way of speaking, with their style, how they are pronouncing different words. Okay. Other points, the recording will be played. Yeah. Read the questions, listen the audio, and answer the question at the same time. Multitasking need practice, right? Multitask, how you are listening, you are writing all the answer, but before writing and before listening, you will be given time to read all the question. And while you will be given time from there to read all the question, that moment you should not only read, you should understand, you should get, you should predict, you should analyze, you should take analysis, like what kind of information for such question I can most possibly listen with those within these audios regarding this question, right? Again repeating, what when you read any single question, any first objective, then second objective, then third MCQs, then fourth, fifth. For these 5 MCQs, they have, let's suppose, given you time, and now they are going to play an audio. Within these 5 MCQs, doesn't mean when the given time was not for the purpose to only read. This was for the purpose to understand 100% and to keep the 5 points in your mind. How? Underline some major words on the sheet, on the question booklet. Some major words, some important words, those are going to be discussed in the audio, right? In an audio. Now, when you are done while reading the question, you focused on the major words, you focus what has been asked from me, what they are going to ask from me, right? And you focus like what possible information I can listen for such MCQs, right? That would be done in the practical test as well, right? And tomorrow or and the day after tomorrow lecture. But your mind should go to such a way, like not only, oh, I'm listening this and they're discussing this thing. Okay, they are discussing such ideas or criteria or such conversation, and do not go in too much deepness even. Do not go like what is my opinion or what is my knowledge or what is my thoughts regarding the discussion that is happening right now in this listening section, right? Do not go into deepness. Just focus on their way of communication. Listen carefully each word and focus. Your main target is to answer each question. At that position, your main target is not to go in deepness and to think also that, while comparing your information or knowledge with their topic, right? This is not your target. This can distract you from answering properly or accurately for each question, right? You read this first question, this is the information that has been asked from you, like what possible word can be written so far at here, or this is the option, or this is the option, I'm supposed to give answer for this question, or not the same kind of information I'm going to listen within this audio for first time. Then second question. Now when you are done with first question, just move directly to the another question. Even if you think this is correct or incorrect, do not worry about that. Even just jump, just move forward. Do not just forget about the previous. Second, forget about the second. Third, forget about the third. And fourth, just this thing is going to help you to focus 100% on the further question, right? Okay. Next, use pencil for both reading and listening answer. On answer sheet, use pencil for both reading and listening answer, right? Scores are given to you of only the exact correct answer. Negative marking is not there, right? No negative marking, but the correct answer score are given to you. Spelling mistake is not allowed. Singular plural mistake is not allowed. And when all such mistakes are not first form of verb, second form of verb, mistake is not allowed. Marks would be cut so far, right? Okay, capital letter. Yeah, capital letter case. If you want to write all the answers in capital, then must write all the options run answer for all the options in capital. If you want to write all the answers in small, then write in small. Yeah, initial letter would be capital. That is like a rule. But overall, do not write in a random way that 5 answers you wrote in just capital and the other you wrote in the small and capital. Right? This is unfair. Write either in small or in capital. All the options. Stay to any one of that. Right? Proper nouns, and if you are writing within small letters, then proper nouns name should start like this is going to be considered the proper one in computers, right? Proper noun names should be start with capital letter. Okay. Yes, number of words, another problem, number of words for each answer. Number of words, no more than 2 words means to write answer within 1 word or 2 words. Last night, I think it was last night or previous night before last night, when I was taking the test of, I think it was reading module test. Yeah, reading module test. Now there were one MCQs at the skirt and some other option word was used. Now one student wrote 2 words, the other student wrote only 1 word. Both were correct, right? If they ask you, the British Council asked you to write answer in not more than 2 words, it means you can write in 1 word or 2. You cannot write more than 2, right? You can write in less than 2. And if they ask you to write not more than 3, then you can write answer even in 1. You can write answer in 2. You can write answer in 3, but not more than 3. And all the articles a and the, all the preposition of, with, about, from, and all the you can say the conjunction, the coordinating conjunction, 7 coordinating conjunctions. So, for, nor, yet, so, yet, and but, and these are considered to be also extra words, especially articles a and the, abu, are, and something, right? At hospital, 2 words, not only 1 word. Even if, now again, just look at this MCQs. Look at, let's take this one. 8 airport. Let's consider this airport answer is correct. Let's just take it. This is the correct option you have written so far. But if you wrote 8 as an extra word, this is considered to be incorrect 100%, even if the airport answer is correct, right? So be careful. If they ask you to not write more than 1 word, so 1 word means airport, not 8 also. If they ask you to not write more than 2 words, then 8 airport is correct, as well as only airport is also correct, right? Both are correct. Okay. Next, no more than 2 words is clear to you. A number means a single number, and numbers means plural numbers. If they ask you to not write more than a number, then single number option should be choose so far. And if they ask you to not write more than numbers, then plural numbers can be chosen so far also, right? Okay. For instance, yes, laptop, 75, vehicle, local vehicle. Yeah, not more than 2 words. Now laptop is 1 word, local vehicle is 2 words, 80 local vehicles. These are 2 words along with two number, right? Not 1 number. Okay. Yes. Using 8, yeah. I hope so this is clear. If you have any query, you can ask till here. Yes, please. Anyone? All right. Let me conclude. You can ask anytime in my lecture. Sometime when I speak with continuous lecture, if I delay sometime continue, you can directly break me even, right? You can directly stop me anywhere and like interpret your question. Okay. Yes. All right. No more than 2 words. Yes. Sorry. Using now. Sometimes students face difficulty when they do not ask you to write more than 2 and 3 and also, and if they even given you MCQs, only MCQs to write the just fill in the blanks, right? Now at that point, you can face difficulty that should I write 8 or not, 8 with before the building name or not, right? Now there is one technique for that. If the place name,
excuse me, sir.
Yes, sorry.
So I would like to ask, 8 is considered in number or in numbers?
Numbers.
80.
Numbers.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, sir.
Good. All right. Now the place. Yes, sorry. if there is a problem, that was a good question, appreciated. Now if the place is the building name or the place is in the sentence, you are supposed to use 8 or not. This is important, right? Like if the building name come only as a singular MCQs, only as a singular MCQs, not along with the sentence, then there is no requirement of using 8. But if that comes in the sentence, the place where we should make is at airport, at hospital, at university, right? At college, right? Now 8 can be used according to the grammatical structure. And that grammatical structure asks you, when you use any building name in the sentence, there you can use 8 along with them, along with those the different names of some buildings, right? But even if if the building name come along, not along with the sentence, just comes along, means separate, then at separate time, when the building name is at separate time, that a separate position, that time you are not supposed to use 8. Grammatically that is not also going to be correct, right? Because only the name is required and the name is supposed to be written so far, right? Okay, so this was regarding the grammatical. There was a student, he was very weak, and he was like, he got the required score and good score 6.5. He's required I think 6 or 6, but and he was weak, he was too weak, especially in grammar. But he correct one of the MCQs in reading section because of only having one concept. That was, there was option a and the noun, and there was option the and the noun. Now I think it was a student and the people, something like that. But he said, sir, the option which I chose so far are people and the people. Then he said that the option I chose so far, that was the people, because I just thought that this particular noun, sorry, this particular article, that can come only the definite article, that can come only before plural nouns. Now this was his actually grammatical approach to that use of article, right? Now sometimes grammatical approach can also help you. That's why pre-IELTS topics are very important, especially articles is also included. If you have very good command and grammar, you can do very well in speaking, writing, even in listening section as well, while going through different answer, or while doing or performing different answers. This can help you would able to understand whether this answer is written correct or not, right? In some of the MCQs, that can also help you in listening as well, right? The preposition topic as well as article topic is also important for you can say listening even, right? Okay, this is, I hope so, again clear. Grammatical correction should be also in your mind, whether this is grammatically correct or not. This thing is also going to help you. Okay, all words are counted. A holiday, 2 words. 22 to these are not singular word. Okay, spelling is also important. While transferring, observe everything wisely. Transferring all the answers, you're supposed to observe all the thing wisely, right? Okay, again, if you have any query regarding listening or any other module till here. Yes, the Zoom meeting is going to end and you're requested to join it again, right? And meanwhile, yes, let me discuss this point, but click on the same link for joining again. Don't try to understand everything. Do not try to understand everything. Try to just be careful regarding what the information you are supposed to be given so far, right? What the information is needed, just focus on the information. Do not focus on extra information deeply, right? This thing can distract your